Yeah, we're actually going to play a game in 48 hours. And so over the last 20 months, it doesn't seem like this opportunity was ever going to come. But we're opening up with William Jewell, really good football team, in my opinion, well-coached team from the spring. Might not have the record that they want, but I think they're really well coached. Their coach is familiar with us being at Colorado Mines prior to him getting that job. It is youth football night, and so we plan to have a couple of young captains along with our captains out at the coin toss, and some guys going to go in the Mav walk with us. And so it's really for our community, for our young football players, and hopefully it can be a great night for the Mavericks.
Coach, just before we get into the questions, give us a couple of keys to the game for you, for the Mavericks to come out on top. What are a couple of keys to the game for you?
Yeah, we got to protect the football first and foremost. We can't turn the football over. We've got to be able to take the football away on defense. We've got to start fast, and that's something that we didn't do a very good job of in the abbreviated season a year ago. We've got to start extremely fast. We can't wait till the second half to get going or the second quarter. We've got to come out and put some drives together early. We got to get them stopped on defense early. But most of all, in game one, what we're looking for is to execute the essences of the game. And the essences of the game, essence of offense is blocking, essence of defense is tackling. We've got to do those things really well to give ourselves a chance.
Questions?
So, with Karst, I know you had all kinds of new quarterbacks to look at all through camp. What did you see in Karst that made you decide this is the guy?
Yeah, I think a couple of things, Patty. He won the team, which was really important to me. He's got a really good arm, and then he's athletic as all get out, and he made really good decisions during camp. I can't remember an interception that he threw in camp or a bad decision that he made. I thought he took care of the football extremely well. I thought he managed the offense really well, and then he's an athletic guy on top of it, so that made it a little bit extra, the cherry on top, if you would say. So I thought he did a good job of doing those things. He's a freshman by class because of COVID, but you're talking about a kid that's 3 years removed from high school, so he's seen a lot.
You said, and they listed him at South Dakota as athlete.
Yeah.
He played special teams. He played a little wide receiver. So obviously, it's no stats. It's like I'm guessing he's going to get a couple of stats.
Yeah, he'll get some stats here. It's funny because when I was at another school, I saw Karst in high school. He was young. He was at a 9-man football camp, and I kind of remembered the name. I thought he had a unique name. When he went to SDSU, he could do so much until they really didn't know what to do with him and talking to those coaches. But what he did do was go play football. And I think on this level especially, you got to get the very best football players you can get and then coach them in what you want them to do. And I think that's what our offensive staff has done with Karst. He's a good football player. He loves football. He's a film junkie, and we've been blessed to have a couple of those guys in that same room. So we're excited.
Hey, starting Avion, is he a freshman from this class?
No, he's a previous transfer. Yeah, so we've got a South Dakota State backfield per our 2 deep with the quarterback and the tailback, and so we're excited about him. You're talking about two guys that were in the national championship in Division I 5 months ago, and so or 4 months ago, and so those guys know what it looks like, and we're trying to be a national championship caliber team. So to have guys that know what it looks like to join your team, I think it makes us a better program.
Coach, obviously, you're always game planning for other teams. How hard is it going to be this year with the lack of tape, right? Obviously, the teams only have 3 games on you guys, but it's kind of a similar situation. How are you finding that process this year?
I think with the whole situation of a lot of teams not playing since 2019, the only team you can game plan for is yourself. And that's the approach that we've taken. We always tell our guys that this is and always will be about us. It's good to see other teams on tape, but ultimately the only people in our minds that can beat the Mesa Mavericks is the Mesa Mavericks. And so we've got to go about our business the right way and getting ourselves prepared for this season. It will be a little bit unique. You're starting to see games get canceled on our level already for this weekend. So, still we're not out of the woods with this COVID thing. And I think the only thing that you can say is for sure is what you do in your program and how you prepare your players.
So we talked a lot about the defensive secondary last week, but up front, linebackers, defensive line, how did that all come together? Yeah, a lot of guys are here from last year. We saw glimpses of what they can do in the 3 games you played.
You know, it's funny because we look at the defensive line, and a lot of guys were here last year. Not a lot of guys played because of injury. Guys were getting some things situated academically. And so to watch these guys be here this whole time and now be ready to play, I think you'll like what you see up front. We've got a few guys. Torrin Calhoun was hurt. He got hurt in camp last year, so he didn't get a chance to play. He's back and really healthy. Darian Hutchins had been here prior to me getting here. He's available to play now. And then I think the guys that did play, they're better because they've been in an off-season program. They understand our program a lot better. And normally in that second year, you see guys really become what they were when you brought them here. And so we're excited about that D-line group. And linebacker, I think, you get what you get. Remington Green was solid last year. I think he'll be solid this year. Brian Bowen, the same thing. We've got a little competition in Sam linebacker. Brought a guy named Brooklyn Hardeman in from NAU, and he's done extremely well. But we got Caden Stewart, too, that was here from the fall. And so guys have gotten better. There's been a lot of competition in a lot of different rooms. And so we look forward to being able to play a lot of guys on defense because of that.
See, Alfie, your offensive line, I know you're going to, you want to get the ball downfield, but you also have to establish a run. This guy's pretty versatile that can do both and still protect.
Yeah, we want to run the football because we're a tough, hard-nosed, lineman-led football team. But we do like to get the ball up in the air and get it down the field. I always tell people, why drive when you can fly? You know what I mean? It's kind of one of those deals. So whichever way we can get in the end zone the best on that particular game, Thursday night when we line up is what we're going to do. But definitely we think we have versatile guys that can pass, protect, and change the line of scrimmage, as we say around here.
Question of the week.
What is one thing you must do before Jeffrey's game?
Take a shower. I don't know. I could have just gotten out the shower that morning. I'll take another one right before the game. And so I don't know what that is. I've been doing that for probably 15 years. And I've only been coaching 16 years, so I've done that almost every year. And I'll get over to the stadium and I'll take a shower before the game and try to get ready to go. I like to be really clean when I approach the referees.